I got a great question about recruiters. Love the recruiter question. How do I get in front of them? Why are they ghosting me? What are they looking for? Why is it never me? I mean, it's really one question. What's your take on this?
So first of all, a retained recruiter is retained by the organization. That's their client when they begin to search. Many recruiter organizations, again in today's world, maintain their own database. So when they do research to find a potential candidate, or candidates, plural really, they may turn to their own database, they may turn to LinkedIn, they may still use word of mouth. Perhaps there's referrals coming in from the organization who has hired them, or maybe there are other similar executives who they've placed who may know of people. So you need to be in the places where they're looking for candidates, number one. So when you think about if they have it available, being, having your resume uploaded or your profile uploaded on their particular website, that's helpful. Certainly having a LinkedIn presence, being active on LinkedIn, being in the right groups, etc., that's also helpful. Are there professional associations that you belong to who perhaps have a, a career portal or some such thing where you can look there? And then finally, network, network, network. Now, the recruiting relationship is definitely reciprocal. They get hundreds of applications and connection requests probably every day, if not weekly, or other way around, weekly, if not daily. And so it depends on the recruiter of their follow-up process and so on, but please know they're looking at your resume, your credentials very quickly initially to screen you in or screen you out of the process. Additionally, it may not be the lead recruiter on a particular project, particularly if it's not an independent firm, who's actually doing the initial screening. And then later on, a more senior recruiter or partner is actually the one who does the real in-depth interview and decides which candidates they're going to present in front of their client. So posting things, even if you see things that's not for you, but you think of someone and sharing that with the recruiter, that's where that reciprocal relationship comes in. And that's networking, period. What can you provide them in order for them to provide something back to you? But simply writing saying, I'm interested in this job, or here's who I am, do you have any jobs, and so on, that typically does not get a response. So generally speaking, if you can build a relationship before you need it, number one. Secondarily, make yourself visible by being active on places like LinkedIn, associations, etc., to be noticed. And then thirdly, to utilize that reciprocal kind of relationship when you can, through your own network or directly through recruiters.
What you said as part of your reply, Harriet, about posting, making your presence felt, making more specifically your differentiating value felt on platforms like LinkedIn suggests to me that while yes, it could be really valuable to be in front of a professional recruiter, pretty much anyone can recruit you these days, meaning they pick up your story and share it with others. And
Right.
more than just share it, advocate for you because they say that's the person that knows this stuff, correct?
Right. That's right. And oftentimes I will suggest a couple of things that if you don't want to create your own post, you can certainly share someone else's. So we all get things that come in through our daily feeds with LinkedIn that we can repost with our own comments, or we can do a search for thought leaders in a particular area and find things to repost. If you see things in a newspaper or publication that you're reading, that can help as well. Usually things like the Wall Street Journal, let's say I see something on my, Apple News feed in the morning, an article that I really like. Well, I may turn to LinkedIn and to see if that particular article has been posted, or sometimes you can post it directly from the source that you're reading it from to LinkedIn and
Mhm.
sharing your own comments. Original content is great, but I usually counsel that when you go down that path, consistency is important. Does not mean daily. It can mean weekly. It can mean monthly, whatever, as long as there's some kind of consistency. And if you tag others in your post, especially if you're resharing, then that post will even reach farther. And the more you like or comment or share, repost or share directly, that does in fact trip the algorithms to raise you up to those that are, will pull information toward you. Let's say if a recruiter or an organization is looking for a particular skill set.